Hello everybody, how are you? So here in this video, I'm going to start a new chapter NCRT class 10 History Lesson 2 Nationalism in India. This video will be your introduction part of the nationalism in India. What is the meaning of a nationalism? Nationalism, it is a feeling of a love and pride towards our country. How nationalism born among the people for their country. What struggle people did for their country to get the feeling of a nationalism. As you have learned in your previous chapter, nationalism it came from a Europe. In Europe, it is the associated with the formation of a nation state. It changed people understanding who they were. It is redefined their identity, sense of belongings. Okay, new symbol and icons, new songs and ideas, forced new links, and these things redefine the boundaries of our community. So many countries making national identity, it was a long process for them, but how this consciousness emerged in India, how this feeling come in India. So in India and many other colonies, the growth of nationalism, the growth of modern nationalism, it was intimately connected with the anti-colonialism movement. People began discovering their duties, the process of struggle with colonialism. The sense of being oppressed provided shared bond and and it tied many different groups together. Okay, it provided shared bond and tied many different groups together. But each class and group they felt that each class and group felt effect of the differently colonialism. Why? Because their experience were varied. Their notion for the freedom was not always same. How? Because the different community to assembled them in a one movement. It was a very tough task. It was a very tough target for the leaders of a Congress. How? I'll explain you just now. I will explain you. Let's hear Zamindar and Talukdar. What they wanted, what their notion for the freedom. They wanted to reduce revenue. Okay. What poorer peasant, they wanted to reduce the rent or no rent. Actually, poorer peasant, they didn't have their own land. Okay, they did work on a rented land. Just I'm giving you example. You are running your shop in a rented place. Okay, in a rented place you are running a shop, and every month you have to pay rent. But if any month your business was down and you are not able to pay rent, then what you will say to owners of? You will say that this month don't take charge, this month you don't take rent with us. Why? Because my business was down last month, so I am not able to pay you rent. The same way, poorer peasant they wanted that even you reduce our rent, or sometimes they running a movement no rent. And if we talk about a merchant and industrialist, what they wanted a protection against the import of a foreign good. Why? Because due to high volume of a foreign good, as foreign good, it was a high volume. They sent their good in a high volume in the India. So Indian people was a very tough situation to send their own good in their own market, because already foreign good occupied the Indian market. So it was tough to the Indian merchant and Indian industries to make a place for their own wood, from where they can sell their own wood. And mill worker, what mill worker wanted? Mill worker wanted, they wanted to free mill worker, their movement against poor working condition. What their movement? Their movement was against the poor working condition and low wages. They said that our working hour was very long, and in spite of our long working hour, we are not we were not paid good salary. According our wages, we are not provided a salary, we are not provided a wages, and our working condition is very poor. So their demand is this. And plantation, they wanted to free them with bounded labor. What plantation worker wanted? They wanted to free them with a bounded labor. So these were the different communities. Okay, zamindar, talukdar, the different community, separate community, poorer peasant, separate community, merchant and industrialist, separate community, mill worker, separate community, plantation worker, separate community. So these all were belonging to their own community, and just try to forge and assemble them together in a one movement. It was a very tough for the Congress leader, as the Congress leader who were working under the Mahatma Gandhi. They tried to forge this group together within a one movement, but the unity did not emerge without struggle. What we explore over here? We explore over here how the Congress sought to develop the national movement, and how differently social group participated in the movement. So here the story of this chapter will start from a 1920. After the 1920, story will start after the 1920, when Mahatma Gandhi came to India. So when Mahatma Gandhi came back to India, he came back to India in 1915, and first he started his satyagraha from 1917. Okay, here in 1970 he did a 2 satyagraha. In 1918 he did a 1 satyagraha. So these are the things we will going to read and learn on this chapter. Here we will read and learn two main movement of Mahatma Gandhi. First was a non-cooperation, and second was a civil disobedience. So this was the introduction from this chapter. Hope you understand it what I had explained you. So have a nice day. Bye bye and take care.